12 plus years of experience in software testing. Currently, I'm working in automation testing using Selenium with Java. Okay, so here today we are going to be discussing about this, the testing tool. So people will call it as like software testing. So all are same. Okay. Before enter into the subject, now we need to focus on that. What is that present market for the Selenium? Like the software testing, why the people are choosing this testing tools codes. Okay. So basically, what is your intention? Why you people are choosing this the testing tools codes? So instead of so many courses are there in the market, why we prefer for this testing? So do you have any idea on this? Say for example, if we consider this the Java. So in order to learn this Java, we need to spend at least 6 months of time, the duration, and for the practical purpose, we will spend the 6 more months. It depends on your performance. It may increase also. So, for example, we are wasting this 1 year for learning this course and performing the practical. Okay. So after that, what we need to do it, we'll go for the job files. Now you are spending like 6 months or 8 months to get a job. So total, how many years we're wasting it? Almost 2 years we're going to be wasting it. But the people nowadays are thinking like that. If you want to fulfill your needs, you can wait for 2 years. You can survive without job for 2 years, for example. So some rare people have the capability they can wait for 2 years. So most of the people cannot wait for 2 years. So everyone intention should be like we need to get a job within a short period of time. Okay. So here everyone goal should be like that. Need to get a job within a short period of time. So for that reason, so most of the people are choosing this the testing tool. Again, here I already said that people will call it as like software testing. In this software testing, we are discussing about this, the manual testing and
We are not able to hear your voice, sir.
so here there is no separate codes for automation like that. We are included both the manual plus automation testing collectively call it as like software testing codes. Okay. So here, to get a job, what exactly we required it. So most of the people doesn't know anything about that. They're simply completing the training and they're waiting for this someone to guide him like that to get a job. Like so, people are searching for it. What are the things they need to perform it to get a job? So the first thing is we require this subject knowledge. So here I'm going to be providing this the real-time subject knowledge, and we require this the practical knowledge. We are going to be giving some assignments on a daily basis, and we are doing that. The practicals in real time, how the testing is going to be carried out, I will show you from starting to ending. You no need to worry about it. So once you've done this subject learning and the practical part, what is the next thing here? Most of the people doesn't know. So after that, what we have to do? You just completed the training. To get a job, what we have to do it? Yes, anyone? So what we have to do it? Can you hear me right?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes, Ramesh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fine. So here, the next thing is, it is very important one. We need to place a resume. So where we have to place the resume? So in the Naukri and Monster, we have to place this, the resume. So that is the major thing we need to focus on it. So how the resume will be shortlisted, on what basis they're going to be shortlisted, like that. So we need to understand it. So basically, for example, assume it. So the Infosys company. So recently they got one project. For this project, they are recruiting the resources like the testers. Now they post the advertisement in the Naukri. The HR people were looking into the Naukri website. So coming to this, the testers, we have some JD. It means like job description. So they are asking like we require the people having the skills on manual testing, so like Selenium. They're including some keywords. Okay. So whenever your resume having these keywords, it will be find out in the Naukri. Now the HR will call you regarding that based on the keywords. They're explaining it. So in our company, there is an opportunity. Are you interested to join here? Your profile is matching with our job description. Then we can say yes. So they are going to be collecting the details and they will schedule one interview. So based on this process only, you are going to be So here we need to understand that. So I will explain how to prepare the resume in a detailed manner. You no need to worry about it. So what are the keywords we need to place it? Based on the keywords, the resume will be shortlisted. So here we have to understand that. The next thing is like how we will practice the interview. So we are focusing on this, the interview preparation on the daily basis. After completion of each chapter, we will focusing on the interview questions, how we will crack the interview. That skills also we are going to be providing it. So on a daily basis, we are going to be giving some assignments. We have to complete this assignments before coming to the next session. So this is about that the people required to get a job. So here we have to understand this. So why we need to get a job? So to fulfill our needs within a short span of time. So we are looking for this, the testing tools course. Some people will say that, sir, I'm not good at coding, so I prefer the testing tools. So those are like the bullshit things. So the main intention is we need to get the job within a short period of time. See, for learning this course, we need to spend hardly like 2 months, and for the practical for the 1 month. The rest of the time for the job trials, you will get the job. So within a year, no need to wait for this 2 years, 3 years like that. So here, that is the reason the people are looking for this, the software testing tools courses. So to get a job, we require the subject knowledge, the practical knowledge. So we need to do some real-time assignments, how the testing is carried out, and we have to prepare our resume. We need to maintain some keywords in that. Then we have to focus on the interview skills, how we will crack the interview like. And then, sir, there is a boom for the testing presently. There are vacancies, are there or not? How you will come to know that? So now, simply just open this Naukri website, and here you can search for the skill set like testing QA. Okay, so you can add all like manual testing and QA or like that, and simply click on search button. See this 2 days ago they posted it. So QA testing and automation testing. So here you will see this. Just 2 days ago they posted this. Say 1 day ago they posted like this automation test engineer. So there are huge openings for the testing side. So you no need to worry on it. See this. So there are number of vacancies. That's the reason the people are learning these courses. They will definitely get a job because so whenever the development is there, definitely the testing is also going to be performed. So this is about that the basic introduction about this the market for the testing. So why we are choosing this testing tools like that. Okay. So, do you have any queries? You can ask. Fine, no queries. So, here, now we are moving on to this, the testing introduction. So, before going to be learning about the testing, just we need to focusing on this quality. So, basically, what is mean by quality? The quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time in terms of the time, cost, then the security. So, in simple words, we can define this. The quality is nothing but the customer satisfaction. So, let us consider a small example. So, basically, you know about this, the mobile. So, when the mobile is a quality one, so how we can say that? So, for example, we are purchasing this OnePlus mobile. So, when we can say this, the mobile is a quality one. So, basically, the intention here, suppose, so any person is interested in making the reels, their preference is like the camera. Now, they purchase one mobile having this camera like 108 megapixel. Now, once they purchase the mobile, they just take a snap or a picture and they're going to be checking the quality. So, how much quality the picture is, they're capturing this, the details in the picture like that. If it is meeting this 108 megapixel, then they will happily use it. Suppose the picture is not in a good quality, then they said that so it is not going to be properly working the camera. So up to the mark. So whatever we are expecting it right. So that mark it cannot be reached. So that we can say this. Any one of your friend is asking, I need to purchase this mobile, definitely or immediately we are saying it right. The mobile is not a quality one or the camera is not working properly, don't purchase it like this. So here the quality is nothing but whenever the application and the mobile will meet these customer requirements, then we can say it is a quality one. If it is not meeting this, then we can say it is not a quality one. So in order to check this quality of any application, not only the mobile, any application. So for example, like we are using this Naukri or Flipkart, then we have to check that the quality of the Flipkart application. So whether they're maintaining it or it is so useful for the customer or not, or the customer is able to purchase any product without any discrepancies like that. So here, so in order to check this, the quality of an application, we are going to be performing the testing in any application. So here, what is mean by testing? The testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. So who will develop the application? See guys, I need answers from everyone. So don't sit ideally. You have to speak out. Then only the session should be more interactive. You'll get more information. So at least try to speak here. Okay.
Yes.
So we need to travel at least 2 months. Then better try to speak out. This will be help while we are cracking the interview as well. So you no need to fear in front of the interview, right? So simply whether it is a right or wrong, you need to express it. That is your duty. So who will develop the applications here?
Software developer.
Developer.
Yes, good. That's what I'm expecting. Developers are the programmers. Yeah, you can ping in the chat as well. So these are the responsible for developing this software application. That application is going to be meeting the customer, the needs or the requirements. So we have to verify this. The developed application is going to be meeting all the customer requirements or not. So this is about that, the definition about the testing. So whenever we are going to be testing it, any application, that application is going to be meeting that the all the customer requirements or not. We need to validate. In simple words, we can define that the testing is nothing but checking the application and finding the defects. So we'll see later about that, the defects and everything. Now, for example, if the testing will be not carried out, what happened? We'll discuss it now in a detailed manner. So why we need to do that or perform testing on any application? So that is also going to be discussed now. So the next concept is here like the need of testing in present days. So assume it in olden days we don't have any testing. Now we are doing that. Considering one small example. So most of the people are here like boys. So I'm going to be giving one small example on the bike. Okay. So one of your friend or colleague requires one application. So for example, so everything you need to associate it to the with an example only. So you have to explain it if anyone is asking as well in interview point of view. You need to explain in a practical manner, not like a bookish knowledge. Okay, they won't require it. You need the skills, capability to handle anything to perform it like that. Assume it, Sai is a customer, so he requires one project like bike. So these are the requirements related to the bike. So Sai wants a bike like 220cc bike, and the mileage should be like 90 kilometers per hour, and the red color bike to go for the short handle. So these are the customer needs. So for example, assume it in the market, right? There are so many companies are there. So he wants that the Pulsar 220cc bike. So here Bajaj is a company. So here initially I will give a quotation to that. Now the company is going to be giving the quotation like in order to develop it, we are charging like 80,000 rupees. Now the Sai is going to be agree for that. Okay, you can develop and provide me the bike. So at that time, the company people are getting the profit like 10,000. Now in the company, there are some developers or the mechanics. Okay, these people will develop the bike. So once they're going to be develop the bike, they're going to be deliver the bike to the end user. So end user is nothing but whom? The customer only. They deliver the bike to the Sai. Now the Sai is going to be using the bike. While he using the bike is going to be giving this the mileage like 40 kilometer per hour. Now what exactly the Sai is going to be expecting it? 90 kilometer per hour, but actually it is giving this 40 kilometer per hour. So now the customer won't happy with the bike. So what the customer will do now? So that application is not meeting the requirements. So what the customer will do now? What he will do? Yes, speak out. What the customer will do it?
He will reject.
We will
Huh?
not buy the like
He already purchased it. So he simply give a complaint to the company, whatever the bike you are developing it, that is not meeting my requirements. You have to replace the bike or you need to modify it. So that is the complaint given by the customer. Yes. So here now for the modification purpose or the replacement purpose, charging 20,000 rupees. Who will pay this 20,000 rupees?
Company has to pay.
So, yes, customer or the company? That is a question here. The customer won't pay any money. He paid initially like 80,000. Now the company has to pay this 20,000 rupees. Now what is the loss of the company here? The loss will be like 10,000 rupees. Initially they're getting the profit 10,000. For the modification purpose, they're giving 20,000. Now 20 minus 10, 10,000 again. The company is going to be losing it. In a single bike, they're going to be losing 10,000 rupees. In a day, how many bikes they're going to be developed across the world? For example, like millions of bikes are going to be developed. The loss will be in the million crores. If a company is going to be losing that much of money, they're going to be run the business. So they won't run the business. Definitely, they will shut down the business. Okay, if you're getting this, the loss like that. So in order to overcome this situation, the company people are recruiting the testers. Now the tester is going to be performing the testing on the bike before going to be delivered to the end user or the customer, whether it is meeting all the requirements or not. So this is the situation the testing comes into the picture. Same like that, all the software company people are maintaining the testers to test their software applications before going to be delivered to the end users because so if they are not giving the quality one, so definitely next time they won't get the business, they won't get any profits, so they won't get any references, they won't get any fame, so they cannot sustain in the market. So in order to avoid all these, definitely the testing should be conducted on any application before going to be delivered to the customer. So this is the need of testing. In order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, we have to perform testing on any application. So now our duty is, the tester duty is, before going to be delivered to the end user or customer, we need to. So clear? Any confusion? So any application. So this is like a Flipkart application. This application is also perform the test when they will produce into the live. So without performing the testing on the Flipkart, they won't give to the live. So because see, for example, as a mate, so we are the customers. We select one product from this and we go for the, so we are adding to the cart and we are going to be performing this, the payment details like giving the card number and CVV. The amount will be deducted, but we are not getting the confirmation message. For example, done. See, the customer is thinking like that, so I'm losing my money. So it's a fake application. Next time, no need to purchase. He won't purchase any application, any product from the Flipkart because he is going to be facing that 2, 3 times. The amount is going to be getting deducted, but they're not getting the refund in time. There is a lot of process to get the refund. So he not face all these things. So he simply go for the Amazon. So that is the thing. See, if it is a complex one or creating some discrepancies, the customers won't use the Flipkart. So because this is not a quality application, so don't purchase any product from the Flipkart. We have to go for the Amazon or some other applications. So even we also going to be provide some feedback to our friends or colleagues. So that is the reason. So on any application, definitely we have to perform the testing before going to be delivered to the customer or into the live. Okay. So that is the reason the testing plays a major role in present days, and the testing will be very easy throughout our career if we want to consistently work as a tester. The people will choose this, the testing tools course. Okay. So no need to update to any new technologies. So after 1 year, you have to learn to, or you need to migrate to some other technologies like that. So that is the more advantage, and it is consistent. So you no need to learn anything. So today you are doing the testing. After 10 years also, the same process you are doing in the testing. So that is the reason people will mostly like the testing job. Okay, that will be very easy. So any queries up to here? This is a need of testing. Then we
No,
have
sir.
to
No, sir.
find. See, if you have any confusion, any query on this testing, you can ping in the chat or you can ask that. Okay, can stop me at any cost. So basically, what to test? Sir, you are saying it, the testing will be very easy. We are doing the testing on the Flipkart, we are doing the testing on this bike, we are doing the testing on the Amazon website, we are doing the testing on SBI application like that. So what to test in any application? So what to test? See, the testing is associated to the daily activities we are doing in our real life. Okay. So for example, if you purchase one product like a washing machine, TV, so there we are going to be doing the testing, right? So if you are purchasing the mobile, so before purchasing and after purchasing also we are doing the testing. So we are checking it whether it is working or not. That is also nothing but the test. But when, whenever we are doing it, we need to follow some process. Okay. So that process we are going to be learning here. So here we have to understand this. What is the process? We need to follow it. What are the techniques? What are the methods are there in order to perform the testing like that? The testing is very easy. So simple thing you can see that. So there is a card. Now, what is the use of this card? What is the purpose of the card? Yes, any one of you. What is the purpose of this class? Moving again, you are silent. Yes, your voice is low.
We can add our favorites, whatever we are selecting products.
Yes, Amir. So here, for the future purpose, we are searching the products. We are keep it in a cart. Okay. So whenever, what is that? How the card will be work? So here we have an option like add to cart. If you click on it, the product will be moved to the cart. Okay. So now it is added. This is what the behavior of the cart. What we are doing it, we simply add it to the cart. Now I am checking in this the cart one. So it is already added to the cart. Like that only we are doing the testing. So this is a simple thing only. How many we can add it? How many? How we can delete that item from the cart? Okay. So how we are going to be getting this multiple things? So whether this plus minus will be working or not. All these things we need to test it. So before testing it, first we require the card related information, how the card will be working, what is the purpose of it, like that. How you will come to know by go through that, or you are exploring in the Google or YouTube, then you will understand this, okay, how the card will be working. But in software testing, in the company side, they will give the documentation of the card to you. You have to go through the documentation and you will learn it, you will understand it, okay, how the card will be working. Once the developer is developed, then we have to test it in the same manner, whatever they mention in the document, how they're expecting it. So same it is working or not, we are going to be tested it. That is about that. So the simple way we are doing the testing, basically. Now, for example, we can consider that the Gmail, you are familiar with the Gmail, right? We'll have this coming to this Gmail. Username, password, and the sign in. So here, coming to this, what to test? So basically, the Gmail, what exactly we have to test it. So in testing terminology, I'm going to be call it as like the functionalities and non-functionalities. So what is mean by functionality? So here, coming to this username, the username will be treated as a functionality. Whether this username is functioning correctly or not, working correctly or not, we have to test it. So they're giving some specifications. So based on the specifications, the username field is going to be properly working or not. We have to test it. What are the specifications they are giving it? The username should be in between the 6 to 40 characters. So it should accept that. So now how we have tested it? So just I'm entering this 4 characters. For example, I'm giving my name. If it is allowing means what? This is not working properly. So what is the condition giving? Minimum of 6 characters, maximum of 40 characters. In between that only the username should be exist. See if it is like 4 characters, if it is allowing, it is not working. If we are entering the 6 characters, now we are checking it whether it is going to be working or not. If it is working, then we can say that the functionality is working fine. So that is the reason. So here they are giving this the specifications that are provided in the document. First, we have to read that how the username should be works. Based on that, we need to test it. That is a simple thing. Everything they will provide it, how this will be working, so that we can understand. Same way we have to test it. You no need to worry about anything, any communication skills, any knowledge, like any logical things are not required here. Only we require this, the understandability skills. You need to understand clearly first. You have to read it first time, second time, third time, try to understand clearly what it is, how it is working like that. How to test in the username. That's what we need to do it. Coming to the password, right? Whenever we are entering the password should be in the encrypted form, like in the dotted form. So this functionality is working or not, we are going to be testing it. Same like this, the sign in. The sign in is also one functionality. We need to test it, whether it is going to be clickable or not, working or not. When we clicking on it like that, we have to test it. So this is how the functionalities are going to be tested. So what to test here? For example, we are moving on to the Flipkart, right? So what are the things comes under the Flipkart? What are the functionalities related to the Flipkart? So here, say coming to this Flipkart, the login is one functionality. We need to test whether it is working or not. BKMA seller is one functionality. We need to test it. If it is working or not. More is one functionality. We have to test it whether it is working or not. Card is one functionality. The search one is one functionality. Search button, groceries, mobiles, all are comes under the functionalities. We are giving a name like this in the testing side. We call it as like a functionality. So these functionalities are going to be properly working or not. We are going to be testing. Clear about functionalities? You have any queries, you can ask.
Yes, all good.
Yes, any answers from everyone, like Ramesh, Kalpana,
No, sir.
Prashant, Santosh, Sai Kumar, Vaishnavi. Next. So here we'll have this, the non-functionalities. So what are the things comes under the non-functionalities? Coming to this non-functionalities, the first one is like GUI testing, graphical user interface testing. So what other things comes under the GUI testing? Coming to this flip chart. So here the GUI is like look and feel of the application. Okay. So basically the logo is properly visible or not. And here the alignment, it is properly aligned it or not. Sometimes this login will be overlapping here. So we need to check this alignments, the background color and the font color, font style, all are comes under the GUI testing, the graphical user interface testing. Okay, so here about that. Next one is like compatibility testing. So what is mean by compatibility? Here, see, coming to this compatibility, this is a Flipkart application we are opening in the Chrome browser. The same Flipkart application is opening in the Edge browser or not. The same Flipkart application is working on the Internet Explorer or not. The same Flipkart application is working on the Mozilla Firefox or not. Like here we have to check this, the browser compatibility as well as operating system compatibility. Browser as well as operating system. So I'm using Windows Machine, you're using Linux, someone is using Mac. The same application is working on the Linux machine or Mac machine or not. We need to validate it. For example, like Gmail, I'm opening in the Firefox and the Gmail you're opening in the Chrome. Someone is opening on the Safari browser. Someone is using the MacBook. In the MacBook, you're opening the Chrome and you're opening the Gmail. And the Gmail application is compatible with the MacBook or not, we're going to be validating it. So this is how we are going to be testing it. Okay. This is about the compatibilities testing. The next one is like security testing. So we already discussed this. Coming to the password should be provided in a secure manner, in a detailed manner. Like no one should be encrypted, so no one should be hacked it like that. We need to check that the same security conditions are properly working or not. For example, our debit card or credit card, the CVV, it should be like encrypted. Whenever we are giving it, it should not be visible. So like that, we need to validate it. The next thing is here we have to focus on this, the load testing. So what is mean by load testing? So here checking that the functional and performance behavior under various load conditions. For example, the initial days, the Gmail is developed for the only 1,000 users purpose. If all these 1,000 people are accessing the Gmail at a time, what is the behavior of the application? How much time it is going to be taking in order to logging into the application? So here we have to focus on this. For example, if you are increasing the load like 20,000 people, so if 20,000 people are accessing at a time, what is the behavior? So here we have to understand that. So focusing on this, Meanwhile, we'll discuss about that, the basics of the testing, right? So,
Right, sir.
quality, yeah, good morning. So what does mean by quality? The quality is nothing but we'll simply define it as like customer satisfaction. So this is going to be meeting this customer requirements. So first time and each and every time in terms of time, cost, the security, features, etc. So in simple words, we will define that the quality is nothing but customer satisfaction. In order to check this, the quality of an application, we are going to be performing this testing. So now, what is mean by testing? The testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. So basically, why we are doing testing on any application? Okay, so the developers will develop this software. This software application is going to be meeting all the customer requirements or nothing but the needs. So whether it is going to be fulfilling it or not. So basically, if we are consider this an application like a Flipkart, okay. So coming to this, the Flipkart application. The Flipkart application is going to be meeting this the customer requirements or not. So whenever it is going to be meeting the customer requirements, then we can say it is a quality one. Okay, so it is going to be fulfilling. Suppose, see, while we are purchasing any product on the Flipkart, for example, we are trying to add this product to the cart for the future reference. It is not added to the cart. So this will be treated as a defect. So the Flipkart application having some defects. Whenever I'm trying to add this application to the cart, it is not working. Or while we are purchasing this product, the amount is going to be deducted, but the customer does not getting the confirmation message. So if the customer is not getting the confirmation message right, what the customer is going to be thinking here? The customer is thinking like that, I just lost my money, so I didn't get the confirmation message yet. Okay, so here, so we have to understand it. If the customer doesn't get any confirmation message, the customer will wait for 2 days, 3 days, still even he does not get that the amount refund. So he will wait for 10 days and he don't know the process how to get the refund. See, the customer will try it so many ways. He disappointed. Then finally, so he's not happy with the Flipkart, the way they develop the application. So next time he won't purchase any product from the Flipkart. Now the Flipkart is going to be losing the business. And next time, so he won't give any references. He won't explain to anyone, go and purchase the product from the Flipkart like that. So because that is having some defects. So they consider everything into the mind, okay. So based on that, they will develop it. Now this developed software is having this or meeting the customer needs or not. We need to test it as a tester. we will test it. Why? Because if you want to stay in the business, we need to get the references, we need to get the profits. So we have to develop the quality product. Then only we can survive in the business. If no need to survive it, then we can develop any product having the defects like that. So, but every person starting any business, what is their goal? So need to get some money, need to get some references, need to stay in the market. These are the things that concerning it. If you want to maintain those activities, we have to develop the quality one, the quality software. Then only that will be happened. Otherwise, it cannot be happened. So here we have to focus on this. So this is about that, the simple information about this, the quality and testing. So why we are going to be performing the testing on any application to check that quality, whether it is going to be meeting all the customer requirements or not. So we have to perform the testing. So if we have any queries, you can bring in the chat or you can ask the queries. Now, just we have to focus on this. Today, we need to discuss about this here. Yeah, fine. One real-time scenario. Just try to understand it. So basically, any one of you going to start a business. So if you want to start a business, what exactly we require for any business? So everyone will try to start the business. So to start a business, what exactly? Yes. So see here, if you want to start a business, we require this, the resources, then environment, next the capital, money, and nowadays all the people are using the application for their business purpose, nothing but a software. Okay, and here these are the requirements related to that. So, for example, assume it, for this, the ICICI banking. Till now, they are not started the banking services into the market. If they need to start one business like the banking services, what exactly these people are required? They require this, the resources, they require the environment, capital. Now, the application, the software is required for their business. And they're giving some requirements for how the application should be looks like. These are the customer needs, and they're having a budget like so 50 lakhs. It is a budget here. We have to understand. So here we have it like 50 lakhs. Now we have to understand this. So in the market, there are so many companies are there. So for example, we have IBM is there, Infosys, Capgemini, TCS. So the tech Mahindra. So how the companies are approaching to the customer to, or how the customer is going to be approaching to the company. So how we're approaching to the company? Fine. See here. So every company is going to be maintaining this, the marketing team. So the marketing team will market their business. So nowadays, the advertisements are going to be placed. That is called like search engine optimization. They're going to be giving the advertisements on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, like that. So, like this, in this process, so the customer heard about that there is a company called IBM. IBM will develop the banking applications. Now the customer will give a quotation to the company. Like that, he's going to be in the quotation for all these companies. So I need a project. These are my requirements and this is my cost. So they are going to be giving this information like that. So once we're going to be giving the quotation to the company, again, the company people will give the quotation back to the customer. So in order to develop this project, the IBM will charge like 90 lakhs. That is what they're giving the quotation. The Infosys will charge like 80 lakhs. And the Capgemini will charge like 70 lakhs. The TSS will charge like 55 lakhs. And the Wipro will charge like 45 lakhs. And the Techem will charge like 40 lakhs for developing it. Now, the question is here, to whom we are going to be giving this project, to which company we are going to be giving the project? Yes, to whom we are going to be giving the project? You got it right. To which company we are going to be giving the project? I'm asking you people only, guys. Please respond it.
Wipro.
Wipro. Fine. Any other one?
TCS.
TCS. Fine. See here, the most of the people are providing this here like the Techem. The reason is the cost will be less. That is the reason the most of the people prefer this Tech Mahindra. So here, see, the customer is going to be starting a business. Whenever they're going to be starting a business, they need to maintain the quality software. If they are not maintaining the quality software, again, they're going to be losing their business, the profit, the references. They cannot stay in the business. So they're considering all these factors. Now the customer is going to be deciding. So based on this, the company standards. See, whenever we are getting this, the products from the market with a less cost, we may expect the quality, so may or may not be. So we are not guaranteed about the quality if we are going to be purchasing with the cheaper cost. So that is the reason now the customer will considering this the standards of the company. So every company has some certifications like Six Sigma certification, level 5 companies, level 4 companies like that. The same time, they need to consider their budget as well. So they can bear 5 more lakhs. That is not an issue. So they are decided to give this project to the TCS. So TCS is going to be maintaining that the quality things and the budget also reasonable. I can bear 5 more lakhs. I cannot bear like 15 lakhs. I don't have that much of budget. Now, based on these two factors, this client or the customer is giving the project to the TCS. This entire process is going to be called it as like software legal agreement. So there is an agreement between that the customer and company. This process is also called it as like project biddings. You know about the biddings, right? So here, one of your friends said that today we got a new project. How the project is getting it after completion of the project bidding and the software legal agreement, we got one project. So now, finally, the TCS got one project. So after getting the project, what the TCS people will perform it. They are conducting one meeting that is called like initial meeting or the startup meeting or the kickoff meeting. These are the names are using in the companies. So they're conducting a meeting, the startup meeting like that. Why they're conducting the meeting? Who are the people are involved? All the high level people are involved. The HR managers, the finance team, the quality team, so the project managers,